What's good, YouTube? My name is Alex, and we are True to Football and True to You. Today I'm going to bring you my 2013 NFL season Week 7 preview video. And last week I finished 11-4 with my picks. That's now a total of 55 to 37. That's pretty good, you know. It's okay. I'm catching up, you know. 11-4. That's 4 wrong games. Jets Steelers, Texans Rams, Saints Patriots, and Colts Chargers. You know, honestly, 30 minutes before the game, I was thinking like, should I change the Steelers pick? I almost did it. In the end, I just put the confidence points to lowest possible. I should have really changed the pick. In the end, I was wrong with that. Texans game, nobody expected the Texans to lose that one, even though I talked about the Texans being in a whole other mess right now, but almost nobody expected that. Chargers, you know, they played a pretty good game. And, you know, Saints getting rolled on a Rob Ryan defense in the last few minutes of the game. You know, that's just execution by the Patriots and that Rob Ryan defense. So let's move on to this week, Week 7, Thursday Night Football, Seahawks at Cardinals. And honestly, I really was about to pick the Cardinals here. I pretty much changed my opinion in the last minute, you know. What should I say? I mean, the Seahawks play on the road again, and you know, they're really different teams. You really have to put that in your evaluation on the road. And if you look at how the Seahawks played over the last few weeks, and then you look at the matchups they have, in the end, I just went with the Seahawks because they have overall too talented team. And the problem with the Cardinals is they're going to turn it over. They have a not balanced offense, and that's really just the one point that made me say the Cardinals can't win that game. They don't hand it off that much because they don't have a good running game. So it's obvious they have to go with the passing game, and you know, they're going to throw some picks. The Cardinals and the Seahawks both have great defenses. Both will get some turnovers, but I just don't see the Cardinals being effective on third downs in the red zone, even at home. If they can keep it a low-scoring game, maybe they can win with some big plays, but you know, in the end, the Seahawks should win, even though this has a lot of upset potential at Thursday night. Patriots at Jets, that's an easy game in my opinion. The Patriots, you know, they're 5-1. That one game they probably lost really because of the rain. Patriots are a good team because of Tom Brady. This offense, they are executing like nobody in the league, even Peyton Manning, you know. This offense is just working. And the Jets, you know, as I said, rookie quarterback going to make mistakes, but he's good enough to keep the Jets in the game. They have a good defense, so they always will be in a game. This game won't be a blowout or a shutout. It will be a close game, but in the end, you just can't see the Patriots lose right there. Next game is Cowboys against the Eagles. Both teams are 3-3. They're playing for the division lead, and you know, the Cowboys lost 3 games, to the Broncos. Played against the Chiefs, which is an undefeated team, just as the Broncos, and against the Chargers. And the Chargers are just a great home team. They had to play him in San Diego, so they had really tough games, and they were close in my opinion. So, it's like every season with the Cowboys right now. I think right now that's the point of their schedule where they should recognize they can turn this season over. Sorry, I mean they can get like 2-3 victories in a row right here. I think this Cowboys turnover defense against Michael Vick, who may be playing, maybe not, against Nick Foles, that's not a problem for the Cowboys. They have good matchups, even without where you saw that D-line from the Cowboys. It's just different now with the new defensive line coach, and it's just really a different scenario for the Cowboys. And you know how great this offense can be if it's working. There was a lot more potential last week, so they really have the weapons overall to just control this game. And even it's on the road, I mean, it's a divisional matchup, and I don't think the Cowboys will get this opportunity out of their hands and lose this game. No chance in my opinion. Cowboys should win this one easy. Bears against the Redskins, that's also an easy win for the Bears. Redskins, RG3 is not yet in shape in my opinion. Even after the bye week, he had some good plays, but that's not that Redskins offense, and it's also really not that Redskins defense. I think the Bears, if they execute their game plan, can run on them and pass on them, and I don't think the Redskins really right now are high scoring offense, so it should be a controlled game, controlled win for the Bears. Chargers at Jaguars, and honestly, really, this is a scenario where the Jaguars can win a ball game. Chargers again on the road, and they can run on them Chargers really, really hard. I mean, Maurice Jones-Drew, he's still a good guy. They just have to use him. But in the end, you look at what the Jaguars going to try to do, go deep, which is also a weakness of the Chargers, but I mean, they will turn it over. The Jaguars are just not a controlled offense. They will have some turnovers. They're not good enough overall. So I think they will get some chances really to win this ball game, but they will throw it away. It's like, you know, just not taking advantage of what they got. They got good matchups, but I don't think they are talented enough to win this ball game. Bills against Dolphins. I think that's an upset. Many people pick the Dolphins here. They're on the home. They have the winning record. But even last week, I almost picked the Bills. I really did some research on that quarterback, Thad Lewis. He's actually good. I watched his game last year where he played with the Browns. You know, he likes to go to his tight end. He's a check down thrower, but he also has the accuracy to go deep. So he's not a practice squad quarterback in my opinion. He at least should be a backup quarterback. He's actually talented. And I think against this Dolphins defense, they have a chance because Miami won't score many points on this Bills defense. Bills defense improved, and I think advantage of the Bills right now is that double punch running back combination with Jackson and Spiller, and the Dolphins don't have that. I don't think they can get their running game going against this Bills defense, which is key in my opinion in this ball game. This is a game where the Bills just maybe be playing a great, outstanding execution-wise game where they just, you know, take advantage of every chance they get. I think this will be upset. Many people will be surprised. Dolphins will be 3-3 after that week. Rams against Panthers. Panthers are a great team. I predicted them to win against the Vikings. They're just not consistent enough. I mean, Cam Newton is getting the experience. And on the other side, you look at Rams. Sam Bradford is kind of still waiting for his chances. As this offense is kind of in a learning period. This complete team, I think they said it once, they are the youngest team in the NFL. You see it. That was a great victory last week, and they are 3-3. So they actually are better right now than the Panthers are. But I think the Panthers really have the talent on offense if they execute to be an outstanding team, and they have that defense, you know, now led by Luke Kuechly, who is just good against the run. And you know, they will get some chance in picking off balls against Sam Bradford too. So I think at home, the Panthers can get a winning streak going right now. Bengals against Lions, that's the next game we have to take a look at. Bengals play on the road. You know, now you look at like AJ Green, Calvin Johnson, Bernard, Bush. They're very similar offenses in my opinion because both are that passing first, running second, with explosive plays out of the backfield. You know, check down throws to the running back. They're very similar, and now the Lions play at home, and I think Megatron will be healthy enough to go like 90 to 100% of the snaps, just like he normally would. And on the other side, I think the matchup on offense for the Lions to play against these Bengals corners, you know, against Newman and against Hall, even against their safeties, I think they have an advantage in the passing game, and also advantage with Bush against their defense. It's a matter of how comfortable will Stafford be in the pocket, because the Bengals really can create some trouble for you. I think it will be manageable enough for the Lions to win this ball game. Should be a close ball game, maybe another overtime game for the Bengals. We don't know, but it should be a pretty close victory for the Lions. Definitely upset alert here. Not really upset because both teams are 4-2, but you know, you can see the underdog win this game as well. Next game we have to take a look at Buccaneers against Falcons. Falcons coming off their bye week. Buccaneers had their bye week 2 weeks ago. Both teams playing horrible right now. NFC South. Can you really imagine the Falcons? I think now that's their third straight home game. Lose another home game. You know, I've been saying that last week, 2 weeks ago. You know, 2 back-to-back primetime home games. Now they have to play against probably one of the worst teams right now in the NFL at home. You know, what has to happen really? I mean, this team is more talented than last year. Let's say that way, and they're playing just 50 times worse than last year. What is going on? 2 weeks ago, I'm sorry, really, Steve Jackson was missing there. I'm not sure, but I think they will get him back, and still they got Gonzalez, and still they got White, so they have a talented offense. Buccaneers also have a good offense, but you know, they don't have that quarterback, and I think Matt Ryan can be a good quarterback, so you just don't know what is going on. I think overall the Falcons are too talented to lose 3 in a row coming off their bye week and again at home. It's just an incredible scenario for the Falcons to go 1-5. I don't expect it even. I mean, against the Buccaneers, it's really a must-win game, and you just don't want to pick against the Falcons. yeah, right here, I just don't have the feeling the Buccaneers are going to pull a win here. That's just terrible, in my opinion. 49ers against Titans. 49ers play on the road, and I think they will play a good game. They will stop Chris Johnson, and I think Locker may be missing another game. I don't think he will be back, so that's another advantage for the 49ers. And the 49ers are a running team, so you look at the matchups here, and they're actually great. They can really get used to that run and then pass. You go through some play action passes for Vernon Davis. They have a lot of good matchups in this game, even though it's on the road. But you just don't see the Titans being able to make enough plays to really compete against these 49ers. I think it will be an easy win, one of the more safe games to pick this week, because the 49ers just have overall a good team and have the matchups here in this one. Texans against Chiefs. That's a must-win game for the Chiefs, because the Texans are obviously terrible. It's that defense that is not working, in my opinion. The offense, they're gaining yards, they're not executing. They don't have a good red zone percentage, and also think on third down they're struggling a little bit. That's pretty much every time they have to pass the ball. They try to do as much as they can with the running game, and you really don't want to correct Foster or Tate for that, even though they have been doing some, bad stuff over the first few weeks of the season. It's not on them. It's really on Matt Sharp. Last week a little bit on Yates too. Every week they have a pick six, 3 interceptions or so, and the defense is just not getting the stops. They're not playing like last year. It seems like teams get used to JJ Watt. Teams get used to that, to that system. That's it's a predictable defense. It's not like you have that every week. I mean, normally defenses can surprise every offensive coordinator with some blitzes, but Wade Phillips just doesn't seem to be able to do that, even though it's a blitzing offense. I just really see why the Texans are just that bad. It's really a miracle to me as well. Not executing on offense in key situations, which is obviously bad. And on the other side, you have the Chiefs, which are the second best executing team behind the Broncos. Obviously, they have a very concentrated, very disciplined team. Offense, defense is great. So again at home, it's just a bad matchup for the Texans right now. They will go to 2-5 in my opinion. Next, we got the Ravens against the Steelers. Steelers play at home. Division rivalry game, but I don't think it will be close. Might sound crazy, but I think the Ravens have good matchups here. You look at the Steelers offense not be able to pound the ball on the Ravens like they tried the years before, and I think the Ravens pass rush will get to Big Ben. I think they will stop them on key third downs. I think they will get some turnovers. I think this Ravens offense will get enough chances to not mess it up again. I think they will get enough chances so the play calling will actually, on point, run the ball, pass the ball, just balanced. I think that will be the case this week for the Ravens. So they should look like actually a good team this week again, like the defending Super Bowl champs. Maybe this week again. I'm sorry. Browns against the Packers. I almost went with the Browns here, but you have to go with the Packers here. They play at home, and they have still Aaron Rodgers, and still they have some other guys at wide receiver. Aaron Rodgers will be able to throw to. It's a spread offense, and you can spread that Browns defense out, definitely in my opinion, and I think they will get some stops, yeah, but not enough stops for this Browns offense, because Brandon Weeden is just a guy that takes critical chances. He can be a good quarterback, but I think he's not controlled enough, not aware of the situation enough to beat the Packers right here. I'm not saying they would have a better chance with the other quarterback, but I'm saying they're going to lose this ballgame. Broncos against Colts. I don't think it will be that close of a ballgame for the Broncos. The thing with the Colts is they can be a great team if they get turnovers. They play opportunistic. They play not consistent enough, in my opinion. It's like you look at their third down percentage, red zone offense, taking advantage of just chances, not the right play calling. Maybe you don't want to say that. They're just not executing like the Broncos are. The Broncos are executing in an incredible way, and you need to have that on your offense if you want to be able to beat the Broncos. I think it will be a high-scoring ball game, because the Colts defense is not good enough to stop the Broncos, and that's just another point here. I just think the Broncos are too good right now, and the Colts don't have what it takes to beat the Broncos. Vikings against Giants. I think this will be a week where the Giants finally get their victory. I think they can stop AP, and that's pretty much all. I mean, if they adjust to the Vikings game plan, they will be able to. The Vikings offense ain't that good, and actually the Vikings defense isn't that good either, especially the secondary. Their secondary this year, they allow a lot of plays deep down the field. That just great matchups for the Steelers right here, going deep to Victor Cruz, to Hakeem Nicks. I mean, they can do a lot of things, and I think with Brandon Jacobs they actually have a good running back. I think the Giants really can win this game Monday night at home. I think they should be able to do this week. Yeah, it's not going to go worse for the Giants, get worse for the Giants. It will get better from here. So that's it for this week. Hope you liked the video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next week.